I want to talk about this Shedeur Sanders CFL thing a little bit because I feel like it might be getting slightly overlooked right now. We all know that, Shedeur fell to the fifth round and got drafted behind Dylan Gabriel and all that, but I don't think people are acknowledging that the Browns cannot bring all five of these quarterbacks into the regular season with them. And I'm not saying, he's going to be cut or anything, because I do think Shedeur is an NFL caliber quarterback. But say he gets outplayed in training camp by two out of the three of Kenny Pickett, Joe Flacco, and Dylan Gabriel. And that's assuming Deshaun Watson's going to start his season on the IR, which is a realistic situation. Do you really think Shedeur is going to willingly be a third-string quarterback for the Cleveland Browns when he could go make a big splash in the CFL for a year and then maybe go back to the NFL? I mean, the team that added him to the negotiation rights is the favorite to win it all this year. We've already kind of seen it with him going to Jackson State instead of a, Power 4 conference D1 football school. First he went to Jackson State, and then he ended up at Colorado. But he balled out at Jackson State first, made a name for himself. Could we see the same thing at the NFL level? And I know it's not nearly the same situation, but it does kind of remind me of LaMelo Ball going to Australia to play ball for a year before going to the NBA. Basically, I think Shedeur would choose going to be the starting quarterback for probably what's the best team in the CFL over being the third string for the Cleveland Browns, and I can't really blame him. If you're asking me, I think he will win this job. I think he probably is going to be their starter week one. I just think he's the best talent in that group. But with that being said, they did draft Dylan Gabriel ahead of him, and they did trade for Kenny Pickett along with signing Joe Flacco. And that front office didn't look happy when they drafted Shedeur. Felt forced. So I'm just saying you never know. It worked for Doug Flutie. It worked for Warren Moon. Could Shedeur Sanders be the next CFL quarterback to make a splash?